there's anything that could travel down that barrel. So the next gentleman is known as the sponge rammer. His implement, it looks like a giant corkscrew. It has a sponge on one end and a ramming head on the other. He dips the sponge in water, puts it down the barrel, and is going to extinguish any sparks or embers, because when you're introducing the black powder, it's very volatile to heat. So if there's anything down there that's lit, it could actually set the charge off prematurely, and that's not something you want to have happen. But the key part to that step is the ventsman has his thumb over that vent hole, making an airtight seal, which basically will make sure that you're extinguishing any sparks. The powder monkey advanced the charge, and now the worm is going to put his hand on top of the barrel, grounding himself, making sure there's no static electricity that could light off the round. And now the ramming is going to happen, where he's putting the round all the way down to the back of the breech. The ventsman then takes out that vent wire again, pierces a hole in the back, inserts a quill, and the gun is ready to fire. Now, don't let the size of this cannon, give you any false ideas about how loud it's going to be. So what we highly recommend everyone doing is plugging your ears, opening your mouths, and doing your best impersonation of the Home Alone face. Yes. So, now the firing is going to happen. He has a linstock, which is a burning piece of rope. He brings that up to the gun. He's going to set it off, and let's come back and finish off the demonstration. Fire! So you're going to have the nice smoke effect, which is known as the fog of war.
I don't think I would have got it.
So a great example of why everyone needs to be wearing bright colored uniforms, because right after you fired it, you couldn't really see who was actually using that gun. So the British are wearing bright red coats to have themselves stand out. The Americans are wearing a blue coat, and that's basically so that you don't have friendly fire incidents, which were very, very bad, and they still happen today, but it was more prominent back then because, again, with all of the smoke happening, it's hard to see. So what they're doing is making sure the piece is secure and safe, so you can go up and take a look at it afterwards. Again, we'll make ourselves available for questions or pictures. And if the rate of fire for one of these, though, the British could get about 3 rounds a minute out of their artillery. And they're skipping all of the safety steps that you see us doing here today. So they're basically just loading and firing, sponging the piece every second shot, worming maybe every second or third shot as well. So mistakes and accidents happen quite regularly on the battlefield. The most common injury, though, for these artillery guys is